Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that most men either rush through or they completely half ass it. And that is actually filling out your dating profile. And ladies, you're guilty of this as well. So, for men and women, please fill out your freaking dating profiles. It's there for a reason. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Most dating profiles aren't bad because the guy is unattractive. They're bad because the profile says absolutely nothing about you. We get empty prompts, generic answers, or a bio that looks like it was written in 10 seconds. We get photographs that don't match the prompts, and so on and so on. Your dating profile isn't just a formality. It's doing the work before you even get a match. It's filtering for you. It's setting expectations. Let me say that again. It's setting expectations. And when you don't fill it out properly, you're forcing your photos to do all the heavy lifting. Now you gotta have some really good photos. And if you don't fill out your profile and only let the photos do the work, that usually leads to, low quality matches or even worse, the frustrating thing, no matches at all whatsoever. Now, a lot of guys say, well, yeah, women don't read bios anyway, so why should I fill it out? Yeah, okay, I hear you. Some women don't, but the ones you want, they absolutely do read the profiles. And more importantly, women read bios to decide how to see you, not just whether to swipe. Now let's flip it. For me as a guy, when I'm swiping on apps, I'm looking at the photographs, sure. And the first thing that I say is, well, she's attractive. But then I actually read the profile because I'm looking for a specific type of woman, someone who matches what I'm looking for, who can fit in my life. And I have to read the profile to get a better understanding of whether this woman would be a good fit for me. So if the profile's empty, then I have no good understanding of who she might be. I have to go by photos alone, which is pretty rough. And I'd like to know upfront what I'm getting into before I even start matching and chatting with her. Women do the same thing. So let's talk about what actually matters when you're filling it out. First, stop trying to appeal to every woman. This is where most men go wrong. They write things like, hey, I'm easygoing, I like to travel, I enjoy good food. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Everybody likes to travel. Everybody likes good food. Everybody likes good vibes. Everybody likes no drama. I mean, that doesn't tell the person anything about you. It's just buzzwords. I mean, it doesn't repel anyone, but it sure as hell doesn't attract anyone either. It's way too safe. And safe profiles, guess what? They get ignored. Your profile should be narrowing the field, not widen it. You're looking for a specific woman to fit you. So you need to appeal to that specific woman, not to all the women in the world. You know, it should give a woman a reason to think, hey, this guy feels different. This guy has the vibe that I'm looking for. This profile reads like a man that I'm looking for. So that means being specific, you know, not be impressive, be specific. So instead of listing traits like, you know, easygoing, you know, likes to travel, stupid shit like that, give small glimpses of who you are. Instead of saying, that I like to travel, mention the kind of places you actually enjoy and display it in a photograph. Instead of saying, hey, I'm laid back, I'm easygoing, show it in how you describe your life. Specifics create personality. So I'm not saying, for instance, in my profile, I'm not saying I'm easygoing, I'm laid back. I say something along the lines of, hey, I like to read books, My future looks like, a farm, lots of animals, stuff like that, fireplace. Women instantly recognize, hey, this guy is looking for the easy life. And that's right. So he probably is pretty easygoing. That's right. That creates personality. And guess what? The right kind of women respond to my profile. And that's what I want. So, second, write like a human being, not like a resume. Your profile is not LinkedIn. Nobody cares about buzzwords, achievements, or how hard you grind. And sure as hell don't use a whole list of emojis. Nobody knows what the fuck they mean. A mountain, a smiley, a music note. Nobody understands that. Talk like a human being. Women care about what it feels like to spend time with you. If your prompts read stiff and formal or overly serious, it creates distance. It's the opposite of what we want. A light conversational tone works far better. Not jokes for the sake of jokes, just warmth. A hint of humor, sure. A bit of self awareness, sure. And third, give her something to respond to. Now, this is huge. A good profile doesn't just describe you, it opens a door. You should make it easy for her to want to respond, and if she wants to respond, what she can or what she should say. So when a woman reads your profile, she should have an easy way in, a comment that she can make, a question she can ask, a reaction that she can have. If everything you write is closed ended, you're making her do extra work. And guess what? She won't. So, this is why profiles with personality get better conversations. They create momentum before the first message is even sent. Another big mistake men make is hiding their intentions. They think leaving things vague will give them more options. Well, in reality, it just usually gives them worse ones. You don't need to write, I want a serious relationship in bold letters. That's not necessary. But you should communicate the direction you want to go in. Are you dating with intention? Are you looking for something meaningful? Are you open to building something real? A simple line can do that without pressure. Clarity attracts the right women and it filters out the wrong ones. And finally, stop obsessing over perfection. Your profile doesn't need to be clever or poetic or unique. It just needs to be honest, clear, and human. Doesn't mean you need to post, terrible photos and stuff like that. No, you should have clear and great photos, of course. A profile that sounds like you will outperform ones that try to sound impressive. Think of your dating profile as an introduction, not a sales pitch. You're not trying to convince someone to swipe right, you're letting the right women recognize themselves in what you wrote. So take the extra 10 minutes. Fill out the prompts properly. Say something real, say something meaningful about yourself. Be specific. Do not try to impress, but be very specific. Show the direction you want to go in. And give her something that she can respond to. Because the goal isn't to get more matches, even though I know I get it, guys. I get it. We all want a lot of women in our DMs. I get it. But what we really want is good matches, great matches, one best match ever. So that's it. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.